Captain Eddie Castellan. Welcome to Worldwide Wood Turners, your wood turning club. Whole lot coming up. Stick around. Hey, it's a Sunday afternoon and most of New Orleans is either in the Superdome or at home watching the Saints beat the Falcons. Well, that's the way it's supposed to go. At least that's the way all the guys at the Times-Saver told me this morning, is they're going to an ass-kicking party. They use some other terms, but I think that's what they're going to. They're going to do well. They're a 7-1 coming in today, and I don't follow football, but everybody around me does, and I'll know the scores because I'll hear the fireworks. Yep, we're crazy like that. Well, it's been an interesting last 2 weeks. Well, it's sort of interesting for me, maybe not as interesting for you. We started this Worldwide Wood Turners thing about 2 months ago. And I thought, well, that's going to be easy. I'm going to put together all these guys and get all these videos done, and I'll get all this input and go out in the shop, which is right there, right behind me. Go out in the shop and do all this turning. Well, it's pretty simple. I took a bad fall in the house, then on the steps, and then in the tub, and then getting in the car. Yeah, it's been that kind of month. You know, if you crush your giblets, you really don't walk right for a couple of days. Mine was not bed rest. Mine was don't pick up anything heavy in my ass and try not to pick up my ass too often. While the things healed up and got back. Still got a killer left knee and a killer right hip. But hey, we're in it and we're fighting. We really are. So I got to make amends for this. I didn't get to produce the videos I told you to this month. Although I've worked them out a really good bit. I have. And I've heard from you. I have. Let me tell you right off the bat. I heard from Harry Keel. I want to say it's Keel. I got to look it up here. Harry Keel dropped me a note the other day. And he said, hey, Cap, you're always harping about wearing this mask. Put your mask on when you turn. That's the deal. Put your mask on when you turn. This and an on and off switch should be connected. Before you press the on switch, put this on. When you take it off, press the off switch. Harry said he didn't think anything about that story. There's a lot of hype because I'm selling these masks. I don't sell these masks. I don't get anything for anybody selling these masks. This is a Uvex Bionic. And it's got the polycarbonate shield and an adjustable headband and hat rack and all that other stuff. And it's adjustable for how it tips in and out of your face. And you can even, I think you can, if you were into it, you can smoke a cigar in here. But all I wanted Harry to do, like I want you to do, is be safe. And Harry said he put it on because he was turning a little block like a bottle stopper top. And he had between points. And I'm thinking, wow, I could see better without this. And about a quarter of a second later, right off his mask. So hard it almost moved the shield off his head. Little bitty block of wood, spinning at 3,000 RPM, coming off the lathe, right here. That shield is what saved him. Now Harry wasn't a great looking guy to start with, but now he doesn't look any worse. But he wore his shield. I'll harp on this, and sometimes you'll catch me here what I'll do it, and I'll take or retake or something, and I'll forget to put the shield on. It's my fault, and I'm not going to harp on it. It happens. But the way to go about this right is prepare for the what if. This only takes a minute. What if it comes loose? What if it goes flying? What if it hits the lathe? What if all these things are what ifs. Think about them before you start turning. If you eliminate the what ifs, you'll be a safer turner. And your work will come out better. But think it through. Take a second to think it through. I'm getting a weird message. I don't know what this one is. Let me stop. I wanted to bring that because sometimes I'm accused of beating the drum too loud, and therefore you don't hear the drum. But Harry was a good example of what happens and what could happen. It's the what if thing. Harry figured out what if, and he kept on his mask. I got in some toys the other day to play with some stuff, and my friend Ruth at Ruth Now's Bottle Stoppers sent me some jigs to put on my joiner chuck to make some buttons and brackets and things for Christmas. Pardon me. And I thought, wow, what a great idea. Jewelry at almost no cost. You hobby up with Hobby Lobby and you've got some great gift ideas. So my hip is healing. My knee is the one that's the problem. And I'm going to get in the shop this week and do a little bit of this turning and get some of these things done. We still put out the newsletter, although I don't have a lot of feedback from you. I got one guy that says, will you teach me how to turn a perfect sphere? It's okay with me as long as your term of perfect and my term of perfect is the same thing. Because I've done some that are truly round, not gouged up, marked up, or torn up, and I've done them without a spear cutting jig. But if you got some bucks, you can get a spear cutting jig, then get talent, and then get patience. But the best way to go about it is to kind of, hey, wait. I can put this together. I can do a thing on how to turn a sphere and get it shaped up. And then take the scraper and do a shear cut on the outside for the hot rodders. Do a shear cut on the outside. It's a scrape on the outside using that gouge to do a little light pass. Yep. And take off some whispers and clean it all up. I could combine 2 or 3 different things in one, and then I can hold it in a vacuum chuck to hold it, or I can put it in a donut chuck and hold it. I got to get in the shop. This one's building itself. It is, really is. But I got to tell you, what I get in the mail is amazing. I got a box of pen blanks for the Freedom Pen Foundation. I think it's Rusty's got them. Rusty, I can't pick it up yet. It came in by the mail. We'll get it back to the shop this week. And that's part of why we didn't do the one on the grinders. Can't pick up the grinders. Or it wouldn't be a smart move to do so. But we're going to do something about how to sharpen with 4 different tools to achieve a sharp edge. So you don't have an 8-inch grinder, or you don't have a belt thing that Excelsior makes, or you don't have a Tormek, or you don't have a Delta, or you don't, I don't care what you don't have. You have anything that's harder than the steel you're going to cut, we can sharpen with it. We're going to work on that and show you the pros and the cons, because sharpness is on the degree of the user. That's right. If you don't think that's a chicken do answer, nothing is a chicken do answer. You see, if I'm turning a bowl out of a big blank, and I want to really get on muscle out and get some wood out of the way, I will not go any further than 1 pass on a medium grade CBN wheel. I don't know the numbers, okay? It's medium grade. 1 pass with my jig, my Blackhawk jig, 1 pass, or my Wolverine jig, or my shop-made jig, or my $2 jig, 1 pass consistently in that notch with the settings all the same. I'm taking off the minimum amount of cutting of steel and I'm putting on a maximum amount of edge. But that edge is going to have teeth on it. Remember I said I'm going to a medium cut wheel, not the fine cut wheel. It's going to have teeth on it. Why? I'm moving wood. I'm moving a lot of wood. I don't want to tear it out, I don't want to slice it out. But I want to slice as much as I can every pass. Then, same tool, same bowl, same place, different wheel. I'm going to step up a notch to maybe a 300 grit wheel, a CBN, or a carbon wheel, or my belt sander, or my stone, or. And we're going to touch up all these things because, you see, once I've moved the wood, now I have to finish the wood. And you can't finish wood with dull tools. It's a story I heard about a long time ago, and I got to believe in it. You can't finish wood with a small tool, with a dull tool, all right? Or a dull brain. Come on, brain. Well, we're going to get into that. Now, I told you I get things in the mail. I got those pen blanks, but I got this. I got a close-up photograph I'm going to snap up on here. This is from my website. See this? This pen? This is a project. This is an awesome little project. Okay, all right, get off the box, huh? So it's a turned pen. But guess what? This was done by, and I got to get his name up here because I'll mess it up. I got to find the name. I got notes. Patrick Hogarth did this for me. This is a pen by Patrick Hogarth. But the piece, I've done a whole lot of kitless pens using a Bic or somebody else's refill to go into my pen shaft, my wooden shaft. I turn the shaft. I've done hundreds of these. 10 years ago we did one of our first videos on a 12-cent pen, because that cost 12 cents at one time. That was a refill. Now it's down to 9 cents. Hey, thank you, Trump. All right, but this is a simple project until we added this. This is a slip-in cap that goes right over it. Now Patrick was smart enough to do accent colors. I'm not that sharp. I'm thinking about doing one with, what do they call them? They're like highlighters. They're pastel colored in blues and reds and greens. I got a box of them over there. I forgot I had bought it at the grocery. And the other day I found them out here because I can't come out here. I'm going to color mine. And that'd be out. Now you can color the pen too. But say you want to do purple and gold because LSU kicked butt on Alabama yesterday. In Alabama for the first time in years and years and years. And you want to have a purple and gold. You can do purple and gold. But if you're still an Alabama fan and you want to do the red and the white, you can do a red and a white. Now, if you're a Saints fan, you go back in the gold, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can have a little fun with it. Now, you don't have to have an engraver to do the God Bless the USA, which was really nice, Patrick, and I appreciate it. And the Christian symbol on it. But if you can't add that, you don't have to. But let me tell you what the magic to this project is going to be. The magic is going to be in a project is going to be right here. You see this? Just that simple. The cap went here, the cap went here. Now if you think that's simple, if you think that's easy, don't come back for the demo. But if you want me to share how a month of playing with this thing and looking at it and examining it, and I played wood turner, I took it apart, I got my loop and looked down in there to see how it was done and all that, and that's where I found it at. Right there. I found the clue. And that clue sent me out to the shop. Well, I actually sent my wife. Management went out and took care of it for me. And I found the item. And then I figured out what Patrick did. That's right. Patrick, I'm going to give up your secret in a couple of days. I'm going to turn one of these pens and show them how to make the cap to fit just like yours does, which is awesome. This is just one awesome fitting pen. Makes a nice presentation piece. As my boss, management, says, that finishes an ink pen out when you put the cap on it. Me, when you buy a Bic ink pen, to start it off, you throw the cap away. But she's a manager, and she knows better. But it's a nice project. I want to get into doing this. Thank you, Patrick, for sending this to me. He said if it's worthy of the trip, it should go out of troops. If it's worthy of the trip. I love that. Patrick, they deserve stuff like this. This is the best people turn out of their shops. This is what it's all about. Folks, if you turn a pen, not this kind of pen, a pen, send it to me for the Freedom Pens Project. I will get them in the hands of troops who are serving America, protecting our freedom right now. That's right. No hullabaloo, no BS, no board of directors, no... We get them right to the troops. And that's what it's all about. Because guess what? That guy on the front line, he's got the only line. There are no people in the back line. They're all in the front line. And that's the ones that count. So when you get to that, I got to look up the notes, make sure I didn't skip anything else. Told you about the ink pen, the dist to dust hollowing. Oh, JT Tools got this nice little hollowing rig to where you can use a computer. Yeah, computer, and hollow out the inside of the bowl and see where your tool is inside the bowl. Get this, inside the bowl, so you know how thick to make the walls, and you don't blow it up. Yeah, all right. You don't stand back and do this to the computer. You drive and you look at the computer, because what's happening in there is going to be on a computer screen. So you're just, and you'll learn how to cut or cuts. You'll learn how to go from thin to thick, or from whatever way you go. You'll learn how to make those passes. And you'll learn what that cutter does inside that bowl. But then maybe you can't do that computer thing. We're going to do another one where we're going to get rid of the computer and just use the camera. and show you what's happening the same way. What's going on down in there, and how you can feel it, and how you can sense it. Where's this coming from? Right there. Finest woodturners in the world are sharing these ideas. If you've got an idea for us, you got a suggestion, you got a way, you got a technique. If I'm doing something screwy or wrong, I want to hear from you. You contact me on our website, www. Oh, that's the website. I want to say at our email. It's worldwidewoodturners@gmail.com. That's it right here, right here. See the little square? Right there? Yeah. worldwidewoodturners@gmail.com. Get all these names running through my head and get confused. See that one? That's where it's at. Now with that, I'm going to turn loose some photographs I got in this month. And you're welcome to send them. I'll tell you more in a moment. Some of the finest wood turning work in the entire world. Hey, I'm prejudiced. I believe it. I'm a little bit biased too, because this is the work of my friends, my pals, my buddies, my compadres. As one of my guys said, my bros. They're not my bros, but okay. This is some fine wood turning. And you're invited to send me a photograph of your fine wood turning whenever you do it. You send it to the same address, worldwidewoodturners@gmail.com. worldwidewoodturners@gmail.com. That's right. I will get it. I can plug it right into the next program, and we try to do programs every 2 weeks. This is kind of a push because of my injury. But hey, I'm off the pity wagon. I really am. I'm going to get there, and you're going to be there. Right here, right now, on worldwidewoodturners.com. Take care. Be safe. Bros. I love it.